Welcome back, everyone. You know, we're just a few days away from the debut of Jekyll Hyde, the musical, over at the Boone Community Theatre, and we're joined by the director, Susan Herrick, and actor Michael Howland, who plays Jekyll Hyde. They're here to talk about the production, and I'm very curious about this one because many of us, we know the story behind Jekyll Hyde, but for those who are not familiar, tell us a little bit about this musical and what the story is.
Well, as any of us struggle with the presence of evil in the world, Dr. Jekyll is brokenhearted about it. He sees the toll it's taken on loved ones, and he's come up with a solution and experiments and a formula that he believes will separate good and evil. And as we know, it goes horribly wrong and creates the presence of Mr. Hyde, which is somewhat Dr. Jekyll with no filter, no limits, no accountability, just pure monster.
Oh, I'm sure. And it's funny you mentioned that because I want you to build a little bit more on that. Tell me because, you know, we've seen this character so many times, but how do you play this character? What are people going to really notice from you?
Well, obviously you have to change physicality, the way you present yourself, changing your voice, but then you've got to create a voice that you can sustain, that doesn't hurt the vocal cords, that you can keep going throughout the entirety of rehearsals and the run of the show. There's a change in the hair. One of the Broadway actors says it's kind of the hair show.
How hard is that when you have to change those types of things, and even just guiding actors, Sue, on how to do that?
Well, I'm really lucky to be working with Michael because he's doing it so well. But yes, you look at him and when he's being Dr. Jekyll and you think, what a great guy, and then he turns into Hyde and you don't want to be anywhere near him because he's very scary.
Yeah, you know, that right there, that is the test of true, you know, talented acting. Is there a place where you get this type of inspiration to be able to do that?
Well, I have loved this show since the concept album, you know, which some of those songs didn't even translate into what we have today, you know, and so I have all sorts of heroes from the original actors that have played Jekyll and Hyde, you know, and certain actors we love to see in films and that type of thing. Villains, you know, there's villains you love to hate, and you find different pieces from film and Broadway, and you take pieces of all that and bring it into the characters you create.
I know this is going to be really good. Now, Sue, tell me a little bit more about the music. What will people really notice with the music in this production?
This has beautiful music. This is the moment is, of course, I think the stellar number in the show that he sings. And the music will take your breath away. And the young women who are playing Lucy and Emma, who are the two women on either side of Jekyll and Hyde, have gorgeous singing voices also. So people are going to be, I think, really astounded. And all of the supporting cast have great voices too. We have a small sort of black box theater, and we have about 16 voices that just fill that room. I mean, people will, I think it'll knock their socks off. It's so fun to hear them sing and see them step into those characters. This is just a great show. And I was lucky enough to see it on Broadway and to see it later in Des Moines when it came on the road. And I will put this production up against any of those that I've seen.
Absolutely, I'm sure, because I've only heard wonderful things about it. So tell me, for anyone who plans on coming out, what do they need to know if they want to come up there to Boone and see what you guys are doing? Well,
we're right there on Story Street, Main Street, Boone, and you can get your tickets, and I would do that as soon as you can on BooneCommunityTheater.org.
Perfect. And so we will have this is happening November 13th through the 22nd. You can see it right there on our screen, and you heard the website right there. All right, Sue, Michael, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.